We all check stats when watching sports, right? And if you're somewhere where you can't watch the game, you're live scrolling on your phone to see stats in real time in order to see what's happening in that game. Well, I was curious about how that process works, so I talked with Jeremy Hawks, the head statistician for the Arizona Cardinals, as well as with the Arizona State Sun Devil football team, among many other programs and job duties at Arizona State. That is one of his main things that he takes the most pride in. I talked with him, and there are a few rules to successful stat keeping. Here's rule number one.
You can't take a single play off because and then when you have hurry up offenses and kind of all that, it's just really important that you are on for every single play.
One pass. Complete to 18.
Pass to 18.
Middle, caught up at 24.
Rule number two, assemble a great crew.
I mean, if you look at our crew, I'm like the young guy on our crew. That's the crazy thing about it is, we have Ron Cosner, who was a quarterback for ASU in the 1950s.
I think we can all talk to one another. I think there's a lot of joking going on back and forth with one another. I think, and I know what those guys are going to do a hell of a job at their job. And I hope they know that I'm going to do a good job at my job. I think, I guess, trust in one another is the best thing.
Ron Cosner is 82 years old. He played quarterback for the Sun Devils from 1958 to 1961, and he's been in the press box ever since. First as an announcer, and then eventually he found himself in the stats room. And over the years, he's seen the process of keeping stats change and evolve.
It's gotten precise. Jeremy's laughing. Before it was a lot of guessing in certain situations. There's no more guessing. I keep defensive stats, and I have binoculars, and if I can't see a tackle for some God unknown reason, I just say I missed it, and Jeremy and Connor will pick it up on a rerun.
This gig helps him stay young.
Oh yeah. I guess I'm 82 right now, and I think I've missed 5 games in this stadium since it opened.
The crew also consists of Ron's grandson and others with long-standing Arizona State ties.
It's fun to see kind of how all these ASU families and lineages and brotherhoods of everything, how they all come together and are all part of this mishmash of stat crew.
Rule number 3, have a consistent cadence.
So Dale's my offensive caller. So the cadence would be, he calls what play. So pass or rush, left, right, the number of the players. So rush, left, 4, and then he pauses. Then Ron Cosner comes in with the tackle, and then we finish off with the yard line. But it seems really simple when you say it like that. But when we're running a hurry up offense and everything's going real quick, it can be. Sometimes the numbers are coming all out of order, and then you got a TV guy behind you that's saying something totally different than what's going on, and it can get really hectic when there's a turnover or interception.
The process works, so much so that the NFL has given his Arizona Cardinals stats team the highest grade in the league 3 years running.
The NFL has kind of put in a lot of these grading techniques and guidelines, and just with the way the sports betting and stuff has worked and evolved through the years, it becomes like your stats are so important in what you're doing. We got a little dynasty going and defending our honor as the top stat crew in the NFL.
Running Stats Crews has given Jeremy Hawks many great opportunities, including but not limited to running stats for the last 2 Super Bowls that were hosted in Arizona. The only number that eludes him is the number of events he's kept stats of. Spoiler alert, it's definitely too many to count.
During the COVID years, the San Francisco 49ers crew had a ton of turnover. The NFL flew me out there every weekend that they had a home game to train their new staff. Another great opportunity there, and another, however many games that was. I do all the AIA championship games. I've done, we do 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A in the open division, so 5 championship games each year over the last 12 years. AIA basketball, I've done some AIA volleyball, believe it or not. I've done a little bit of everything, so the total number of events, who knows? Probably too many, but I love what I do, so it's good stuff.
For Sports 360 AZ, I'm Jordan Spurgeon.